If you've got a group of gaming friends who like to shoot stuff, you likely all have a game that you play every night. Perhaps you jump in for a few rounds of Apex, or maybe even Fortnite. But perhaps you're looking for something that's a little bit different to play, just to switch things up. Especially since Fortnite is all about cars this season, and that's pretty weird. If that's the case, I've got 6 underrated cooperative shooters for you to try if you're looking to blast things with your friends. I will always sing the praises of Deep Rock Galactic as a top-tier co-op game. If you're unfamiliar with this gem, you and up to 3 others play as space dwarves, who are sent to planets that are teeming with alien bugs so they can mine all kinds of shiny rocks. This game is a ton of fun as you can each have different character classes that come with their own weapons and equipment to help you mine better. If you haven't checked this one out yet, you should definitely give Deep Rock a try, as it may become your group's new gaming addiction. And yes, there's a good chance that your throat may get sore from all of you screaming rock and stone. Payday 3 came out last year, and it's pretty good, but I'd argue that its predecessor, Payday 2, is still the superior bank robbing experience. Your squad is tasked with finding a way to rob various locations that are filled with very valuable loot. You're supposed to do it in the stealthiest way possible, but 9 times out of 10, it's just gonna become a total mess with bodies strewn about everywhere. It's a type of game that's fun if you figure out how to do a heist well, and it's still fun even if you completely screw it up. Speaking of games that are better than their sequels, Warhammer Vermintide came out a little bit ago, and it gave fans of the 40K universe a chance to shoot all of those heretics. But even after that game's release, I still prefer to go back to Warhammer Vermintide 2. It's the closest thing that we've gotten to a true Left 4 Dead follow-up. I mean, Back 4 Blood was okay, but this is better. You play as one of 5 characters who each have their own class and career paths, and your mission is to venture into dangerous locations and kill as many evil ratmen as you can. Now, Left 4 Dead is a name that pops up a lot in the co-op shooter sphere, because it's a legendary pair of games that, despite being over a decade old, still have thousands of players every day. But if you happen to be sick of killing zombies in those games, maybe you might be down to play World War Z, because good God are there plenty of zombies for you to mow down in there. It's a bit of a different experience than Left 4 Dead, but let's face it, taking out hordes of zombies is always a good time, and there will be plenty of undead for you to exterminate here. Now here's a game that I feel like doesn't get talked about enough, and that's Robo Quest. It's a bit of a different feel than the other games I've mentioned so far, as it's a kind of roguelike, where you'll unlock new classes, weapons, and upgrades as you progress through the game. It also has an incredible cel-shaded art style that I just like looking at. It delivers non-stop action and near-endless replayability. So if you're looking for more of a shooter mixed with a roguelike, you're definitely going to want to check out Robo Quest. And on the topic of roguelikes, I want to talk about a game I love, Risk of Rain 2. Your characters are stranded on an alien planet full of things that are trying to kill you. To survive, you need to gather a lot of upgrades and use the special skills of the various characters that you'll unlock. There's a ton of enemy variety, and the boss fights can just be downright hectic. And if you get strong enough, you'll be mowing down entire armies of enemies that you could barely describe. It can get incredibly difficult over time, but I have no doubt that once you and your buddies get into the swing of things, you'll find yourselves going in for another run on this masterpiece of a shooter. Got an underrated cooperative shooter that you want to mention? Feel free to let us know about it in the comments below. And for more gaming news and guides, be sure to check out thegamer.com. I'm Jamie Latour, and we'll see you next time.